Listen here, Jack. I thought you liked me. You're nothing to me. Alright, that's enough. That's enough of that shit. Trying to catch some Z's over here. This primary is not over, and I've got a lot of work ahead of me. I'm gonna have to get a lot of these votes, people. I gotta get so many votes. Please turn out and vote for the one non-rapist left in the race. Please, if you still have yet to vote, stay home. Stay home during the coronavirus outbreak. Try to vote by mail if you can. Folks, these are your choices. Look at your life. Look at your choices. This is great that I'm saying all these things while I'm dreaming, but it's another question when I wake up and have to talk in front of people.
Oh, Darzabula.
I just gotta remember that for the rest of this primary, I am no longer under any obligation to call Joe Biden my friend. I may forget that. I may forget it. Tell you what, feeling in the mood for some jogging. Or maybe just a nice dip. Oh my god, it's so cold. It's just like swimming in any lake in Vermont at any time of year. It's cold and bracing, reminds me of home. But I'm gonna put on my tracksuit anyway. I want to feel the cold water clinging to my sagging, aging body. I want to feel that clinging sensation. Like the cold embrace of death itself, and I laugh in the face of death. Oh, look who's here. Oh, hi, Bernie. Just noticing you're,
Swimming in a tracksuit, old crazy Bernie going for a dip in his tracksuit. Let me just change to my much more body-appropriate swimming attire. So, what do you think about these new allegations against Joe Biden? What a real dirtbag. I'd never... Look, I only have ever talked about grabbing a woman by the pussy. I never sealed the deal.
Yeah, well, I don't know about that. If you're talking about it, then, you know, it must be on your mind for some reason.
Nope, fake news. Anyway, going in for a sandwich or something.
This is the image of me right now. Just swimming sadly in a tracksuit. Come on, Bernie, you gotta turn this around. You gotta turn it around. Come on, think, brainstorm. We need big ideas. Big ideas for this campaign. More, I guess I could just continue doing my Twitch streams about coronavirus. I don't know if that's helping or not. I don't know. The analytics of social media and the streaming sites and the search engine optimization of these things, that's they're very difficult to wrap my mind around. I just want to send everyone a check for $2,000 a month, $500 for every child. As simple as that. I don't need to understand the finer points of SEO or data analytics on social media. Oh boy, okay. Let's just try to get through this interaction.
Hey, Bernie, you smell like old shoes. Oh, I smell like, I have a nice old person smell. When people meet me, I don't smell like mothballs and boot leather like you, nope. I smell like talcum powder and I don't know, kitty litter, maybe? I don't know, give me a break.
Yeah, I'm sure voters are just really getting a huge kick out of the way you smell. If there's one thing that people associate with Joe Biden, it's smell and smelling and smells. Joe smells Biden.
That's right, I love good fragrances. I'm a total nose man, always have been. Love the smell of, a young woman's neckline. Love the smell of her hair. And also the smell of other things, but mostly those.
Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna leave the room because I'm literally starting to stink just by being in the same room as you. And I wish you'd go jump in a pond and drop out of the race. You're going to drag this ticket down. Please. And he's gone. He walked off before I finished my sentence, just like he walks off before he finishes his sentences. Okay, how about some video games? Just hanging around like a dirtbag in my tracksuit, playing some, I don't know, I guess this is some kind of Bejeweled clone or something. I believe that the American people need both policies and mobile games that are fresh and new and exciting, and not the stale old mobile games and politics of the past.
Oh boy, I'm just tucked in here in my nice little comfy cozy bed and I tell you what, people, you know who sleeps like a baby, who has slept like a baby every single night of his life for his entire life? This baby right here, this big orange baby with soft wispy baby hair and baby fat his whole life. Just never lost the baby fat. In fact, I've added to it. I was born with a little bit of baby fat, and just like the money that my father gave me, I've grown it. Practically a self-made man, made entirely of baby fat. So for everyone new, this is what I do on this show, so hope y'all enjoy this for 2 hours.
Briv. What?
I'm laughing like an adorable baby in my sleep. I'm dreaming about llamas or alpacas or whatever they are, who knows. Some people call them llamas, some people call them alpacas. I call them Chinese goats.
Fanship.
I'm the King Arthur in my dreams. Pull the sword out of the stone and use it to strike down the dragon Nancy Pelosi. Let's check in with this guy. Just taking a dump in the window. I like using that toilet over there that's on the next to the open air arch. Looks out on the patio. That's right. I love to feel the breeze on my cheeks. Just like that new episode of Rick and Morty. I mean, it's my toilet habits are exactly like that, and they always have been. I've always been consistent on that. I love a luxuriant shit. Well, it's just a real sausage party in this house, isn't it, fellas? You guys don't really have enough hair between you to smell. What's a guy supposed to do? All right, the pussy grabber convention has convened. Just gonna sit here for a little while and enjoy my gross, disgusting fast food. It's left over from last night. I just dumped it on a plate and microwaved it. Just gonna sit here and let the couch soak up the piss that's drenching this towel that I wear all the time. Get it good and pissy in here. Nice piss smell. You may, folks at home, my fellow Americans watching at home, you may have noticed that throughout the whole season I was doing my wide frog face lips, my Pepe lips. Well, for the rest of the season, doing my pouty lips. That's right, the Trump pouty lips are back. It's been kind of rainy lately. I'm going to wear my hat. My signature red hat. Hey, Donny, you want to whip me up a grilled cheese, or maybe I could do that for you? No, I would love nothing more than to whip up a nice grilled cheese sandwich for a Republican friend and colleague. I love doing things for Republicans. It makes them like me a little bit outwardly. And then everybody wins. That's what reaching across the aisle is all about. You reach across the aisle and you give Republicans what they want, and then they like you on a personal level. That's how I'm going to get things done. What kind of things am I going to get done?
No one knows. No one wants to know. No one cares. No one wants to know the things that you're gonna get done. Nope. Just over here playing Skyrim VR. Trying to center myself, clear my mind, and put myself in top fighting form for the remainder of the primary. It's not over yet. Still half the people, half the Democratic voters in every state still need to vote. It's not over yet. There is still a fucking primary, people. Even if we have to hold it the week before the general. You want to cancel something? How about canceling the Democratic convention? Because you know that's just gonna be nothing but a huge shit show, a big just crap fest. Nothing good could possibly ever come out of a Democratic convention. Believe me, I've got the experience in that regard. I had a young voter ask me the other day, "Hey, aren't you the old guy from that new Netflix Mark Wahlberg movie, Spencer Confidential?" Hillary may very well try to walk into the convention like Mankind, possibly John Cena, to the John Cena music. Because, nobody could see her coming except, everyone, because she'll never be out of the public eye. We'll have to watch her forever and ever and ever. We'll have to listen to her every grievance that she holds on to from here until eternity.
Man, I love these old kung fu movies. I have no further observations in that regard. I'm Joe Biden and I like old kung fu movies. It's one of the many things about me that makes me a layered, complicated person like everyone else. Except I've literally grabbed a woman by the pussy. Yeah, me too, totally. Game recognizes game. I think that it's nice that I'm no longer the pussy grabber guy. That title has been transferred to someone else at this point, which is nice for me. More of a grab your wife that you're married to by her hair kind of guy. That's the thing that I actually did. That's right, I'm taking out the trash, keeping America great. I gathered up all the coronavirus. You know what? I sucked in every particle of coronavirus from across the whole country, like Kirby. I'm basically President Kirby. And we're the same shape anyway. And I sucked them all in myself, and I barfed them back up into that plastic trash bag. And now the hoax Chinese virus is over. Mission accomplished. Well, see, I didn't actually suck in the coronavirus and then press down on the D-pad so that I became the coronavirus. Although that would have been pretty great. I could have disseminated myself into just a billion particles and infected all of mankind with my greatness. Come to think of it, should have done that, but I didn't. I just spit them directly back out instead of pushing down on the D-pad. Spit them directly back out into that trash bag I just took out, and now I cured coronavirus, and I think many would agree that makes me the greatest president of all time. Hey, where can Guy named Joe get a cup of Joe. Right here. Look at this. Look at this sink overflowing here. There's a serious problem, and I'm just walking away from it. I got to get back to the media room. Got to get back down into the basement in front of the green screen. Put on the same shirt and jacket I've been wearing for, I guess, a month now, and record some new emergency contingency social media content and interview material. It's pretty amazing how, gotta say, it's pretty amazing how all of the media people and these fake interview footage that I sent out, they coordinated their lines with mine so well. All my pre-recorded stuff that I sent out. Those guys in the media, you can always count on them to dance to just the right tune, you know? Let's see, I want to just stroll over here and hit on that punching bag for a few minutes. Feeling energized, looking for a punching bag. There any progressives or women around? Changing to my my ironic trans rights t-shirt workout. And pow, take this, take that. Just a shame when you got the boxing gloves on, how your fingers are all contained, all mashed up together like sardines. Like my I got Roman fingers. They like to be able to move around, you know. I might be your next president. Like, take this auto worker who smarted off me in a rally. Take this fat. You're nothing to me. Thought you liked me. You're nothing to me. Thought you liked me. You're nothing to me. Thought you liked me.
Oh, hi, everyone. Are you back over here with me again because it's just too gross to hang out with Joe Biden? Now, all of a sudden, Biden's real icky, at least more so than he used to, and now everyone wants to be Bernie's friend. Well, look who's come crawling back and will be provided with a robust national healthcare policy, free college, possibly UBI. I gotta tell you that Andrew Yang, he put the notion of the UBI into the ether, into the zeitgeist, and now people are talking about it. Look at coronavirus, and people are talking about it. And I gotta give credit to Andrew Yang for that, even though he endorsed the rapist that I am running against. And see, that's why nobody was talking about UBI until Yang came along. And that's why it's important for every person who has an idea to run for president, run in a primary for a little while. People laugh at that idea, but you know what? It gets the big ideas out there. The reason we're talking about Medicare for All is because of my run in 2016. You know, The West Wing, the television show The West Wing, was naive and completely fucking idiotic about a lot of things. But the one episode where the woman was running for Congress and she says, the campaigning is what matters, the campaigning is where you make your mark, that's totally true. Because now, we're talking very seriously about Medicare for All in this election. Come next election season, if, for some reason, I'm not president and one of these other sexual predators is, 2024, the big issue is probably going to be UBI. In light of the coronavirus. So, out of the three of us still remaining, who do you think's the most likely one to get that for you? Who do you, of the three of us, do you think is the most likely to implement Yang's freedom dividend idea?
Well, right now it's actually me. While Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer were like Nancy Puke Loafy and Chuck Loser cling desperately to austerity and means testing, I, the rabid nationalist, and I'm embracing economic populism. Now, my own party in Congress has not yet quite come around to this idea. But don't worry, I'm preparing an upcoming night to deal with the problem of the Republicans who won't get on board with the national UBI incentive that I'm wanting to come up. Initiative, that I'm wanting to come up. Incentive, initiative, it means the same thing. Doesn't matter. And for these Republicans, I'm preparing a night of, let's say, long knives for these people. Folks, we got to get the Republican Party onto the economic populism train in the light of coronavirus, because God knows the Democrats are choking on this shit. They're running away from the legacy of FDR, which is exactly what's going to cause people to run away from them and me. I'm telling poor white America, hey, here's your check. And we're going to build the wall too. We're going to kick out all of those swarthy masses who are taking your totally existing manufacturing jobs that pay great benefits and give you some semblance of dignity. Those jobs that totally still exist in America. If only the Mexicans haven't taken them. That's what I'm telling poor white America. And then on top of that, I'm going to cut them checks. That's right. Fat stacks for everyone. Fat stack of $2,000. $1,200 to $2,000. You know, I called for $2,000. Democrats and Republicans in Congress are the ones that knocked it down to $1,200, so you can thank them for that.
Gnad Fanusa.
So what do you say, America? Do you want the check and the wall?
Well, there you have it, folks. What do you think? How about you get your check and also free college and a national healthcare system? And no wall, but just sensible border security. Oh, and also under my plan, it allows air travel to Muslim countries, if you so choose to go, after the pandemic is contained, obviously. And you know what, Mr. Trump, I will do to you what I have done to my primary opponents. He's offering $2,000 a month, I'll offer $3,000 then. What do you think about that, I am like the guy on Price is Right, who bids $1 more than you did. That is shamelessly what I am, and I don't care. Cash me outside. How about that? cash your $3,000 a month UBI check, and then cash me outside. How about that?
Just want to say farewell to the 20 to 25 people who left the stream after switched from Goldie to me. Hope you guys have a great Saturday. Where is Joe Biden? Why won't Bernie drop out, with half the people still needing to vote? We're sure Joe Biden's just fine. Bernie, why weren't you at the cloture vote that didn't need you to be there? Joe Biden is our boyfriend. Bernie Sanders yells and stuff. Joe Biden is a precious cinnamon roll that we must protect. Bernie, why are you so angry and still running for president? Joe Biden is an angel too pure for this world. Hey, look at me, I reached comedy level 2. Because there's nothing funnier than watching me run on a treadmill. See? Donald Trump. I don't speak Spanish. I don't understand what these lyrics are trying to say. It's Donald Trump. Donald Trump. Oh, I like pee-pee. Really like pee-pee. And taco bowls, but mostly pee-pee. I like to smell boots that have been filled with pee and drink the pee from them and eat grilled cheese, but this grilled cheese sucks. Donald Trump. Biden grabs women by the pussy. Biden. I actually did it, not just said it like him. Listen, Jack, hey, they're fat. You better vote for someone else. Alright, I call this order of the Pussy Grabbers Club to order. This meeting of the Pussy Grabbers Club to order. I don't know, whatever. What we like to do is we like to stand around in towels. Some of us soak our towels in pee. But we feed each other grilled cheese. And we talk about how great it is to treat women like objects. I just did what I did because not because I thought the woman was an object. I just didn't think that she was an equal person as deserving of dignity and respect. And she was very beautiful. I complimented her. Me putting my mouth and hands and fingers all over her is the ultimate compliment. You know, they came for Chris Matthews, and now they're coming for me, and it's just not fair. Gonna have to go hang out with Charlie Rose to commiserate. She's gonna do nothing but Charlie Rose interviews for the rest of my life if I don't get this gig. I won't even be on PBS or CBS or whatever channel he was on. We're just gonna both sit in a black room and commiserate about how unfair the world is to powerful white men. Feeling very uncomfortable. Joe Biden took a shit right in front of me. That is clearly in violation of the bylaws of the Pussy Grabbers Club.
Would both of you mind putting on a bathrobe every now and then, like I do, instead of just walking around in your Turkish bath sauna towels, please?
Nope, no can do. Sorry. Bathrobes are communism.
Oh, look at that! It's almost my birthday. Happy birthday to me. Quarantined in this reality TV house with these two animals. These two absolute maniacs who are pulling ahead of me for some reason. I say to the American people, I don't want you to die. And the American public says back, oh, that sounds expensive. So, I don't know. I don't know what else I can do, but just keep fighting. At this point, I do it because I must. It's because I know nothing else but to fight for the right thing. In my view. You know what? I need to get out of my head for a little bit. How about some tunes? How about I just dance to some Whitney Houston, some Mariah Carey? Oh yes, I'm feeling very loosened up. Feeling better. Oh, you got... I'm over here vibing, Trump, and you gotta walk through, ruin my vibes. That's right, just a little public enemy to soothe my soul. It's very cold out. How about I put on my big green jacket? My very nice, durable jacket that's the only one that I own, and yet mainstream liberal media wants to smear me for owning a $700 jacket that has lasted me for as many years. Anyway, continuing the dance now that I am more appropriately clothed. Donald. Appropriately clothed.
Yeah, that's great. Anyway, just checking on my stonks. My stonks are not looking so good. Stonks are what the Zoomers call them. I'm very hip with the kids' memes. Spend a lot of time on 4chan. And TikTok. Those are my main two things. My main two social medias are 4chan and TikTok. think both of those are the ones that really speak to me. Look, I'm just gonna be sugar daddy here and buy a new sink. Going to mop up all this piss for later. Save it for later. My mother always taught me to be very frugal and save your piss, because you might want to use it later. It's like kind of like bacon grease. You want to just keep it in a mason jar on the counter. Save it for what? Oh, the possibilities are limitless, especially when you're a genius Imagineer such as myself. I've got such an amazing imagination. A lot of people, everyone I've worked with has ever said so. I've got genius level imagination. I'm a genius level Imagineer. Especially when it comes to weird sex stuff involving pee-pee. That's right. Gulp, 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 making more pee. Let's see, I'm catching what am I catching next? I'm catching a football! What's next? What am I catching with these big ol'... It wasn't the soccer ball, I just jumped over that for some reason.
Whoa!
Is that how you play soccer? You jump over the ball? Are we playing dodgeball with a soccer ball because this school doesn't receive adequate funding because of some education spending bill that I helped pass with the Republicans? Oh, and I'm kicking the soccer ball. That's... Oh. I feel like that's... Maybe we're doing kickball. I don't know. Kickball, the sport that for kids that are just still too dumb for soccer. Folks, we got a lot of really dumb kids out there in America. A lot of parents come up and tell me how dumb their kids are, and we need special educational arrangements for all those dumb kids. In fact, for 40 years, I have sponsored bills to help stupid kids. And you can look at my record. I've personally gone. Here's the part where I just make something up about myself out of whole cloth. I've personally gone to inner city schools and worked as a substitute teacher, helping all the stupid kids, especially the stupid minority kids, helping them get not as stupid. That's what you can expect from a Biden presidency. America, I just want you to know you are everything to me. Oh, Biden 2020. Not a chance, Joe. Unless, and hear me out, you and I run together on a unity ticket. What do you say? We'll just have both you, Joe Biden, and me on the same ticket with me at the top, of course, because I'm just that much of a better president. I'm so much better at being president that I've been president and you've only been vice president. That's how much better I am at being president than you, Joe. No way, Fat. There's no way I'm running on a ticket with you. If there's one thing that I've been reliable on for my entire political career, it's having a D next to my name. That's the one thing you can rely on for me. And also, whenever I'm sucking off Republicans, I always tickle their balls too. I always put a finger right up there. Whenever I'm sucking off whenever I'm reaching around the aisle, you might say, I always make generous use of the rest of my fingers too. Just ask anyone. Well, except for one person. Don't ask her. Yuck. Please. Please. I'm getting ready to just walk outside.
regardless of any other consideration, and just letting the virus take me. I can't stand it anymore, locked in with these ghouls. I feel like I am in every indie horror video game. I'm locked in a house with ghouls. And that's why I'm playing this Bejeweled thing with aliens and dinosaurs and crabs and jellyfish, so that I can ignore the Silent Hill existence that I seem to lead. I'm just trapped in a purgatory of having a huge following, but it's butting up against the vast structural problems of the American electoral system, and so I'm just trapped in a Silent Hill-esque purgatory, and it's very foggy out, and that's why I'm wearing my big puffy green jacket. There's a chill in the air. Oh yeah, happy, that's me. Happy, that's what describes me. So friggin' happy these days. My happiness is really coming across in my live streams that I'm doing as the one politician in the country trying to lead on the coronavirus pandemic. Mr. Happy-Go-Lucky, that's this guy right here. I believe everyone would agree. Jolly old Saint Bernie.
Well, I always maintain my jolly demeanor. Well, hello there. Hello there, primary voter. Potential VP pick, possibly. Well, I'm enjoying sitting here talking to you. We're not making any physical contact. I'm just keeping it nice and cool. It's about to drive me crazy. Like my palms are itching right now. My palms are itching right now because I'm not touching a woman who's within 3 feet of me. Can't. Oh God, the itch! I can't stand it. I can barely stand it anymore. Let me share with you my conspiracy theory about Russian cosmonauts using mind rays to change the minds of people in the early caucuses and primaries. That's right, the Russian cosmonauts from the Russian space station are the key to the whole thing, that's right. Alright, I got through that one interaction with a woman without anything weird happening. You know what? Small victories. In fact, with a Biden presidency, small victories are all you can possibly hope for. Oh, this Acela line is rolling right into the White House. Biden 2020.
Just stay focused on the game. Stay focused on the cute hologram memory game. I can't tell if this is supposed to be like Memory or Bejeweled or Tetris. Some sort of low requirement mobile game. There's an Android and iPhone version of this, I'm sure, but I'm playing it on this highly advanced holodeck. Or perhaps I am solving a pre-crime a la Tom Cruise in Minority Report. Let's see, I'm trying to solve a pre-crime here. Let's see, we got frogs. It's the Pepe army is gonna come to Trump's defense. And let's see, the rose represents the DSA. They're gonna be rallying for me, but it's turning out to be not so successful because there's still a lot of work left to be done in building that movement. Jellyfish represent the Democratic establishment, who will not stand up to the donor class. The cup of coffee represents Howard Schultz. I don't know what. I'm trying to decipher what role Howard Schultz is going to play. I can't get to it. I feel like I'm so close to cracking this case wide open. But I don't know what piece is missing. Is it a piece of shit like both of you?
That's a very nasty thing to say, Bernie, that you're very nasty. I'm a guy walking around wearing a towel that's soaked with piss, and I'm calling you nasty. Just think about that. Think about that, Bernie, I'm on the Insel subreddit here. Commiserating in solidarity with other men like me. Is there a thread here already on the Insel, the r/Insel subreddit? About, how you can't even say anything to a woman anymore? You can't even say anything like, you're nothing to me after you've been done digitally penetrating her without her consent? You can't say anything anymore. I think I think that my voter base is going to be the left wing of the anti-PC people. That's my base.
No, that is clearly my base of people on Twitter. My Twitter followers are the anti-political correctness, anti-id poll leftists. You've got the opposite. You've got the id poll obsessed neoliberal capitalists. So just stay in your lane, Joe. Leave the white Marxist LARPA community to me. Okay?
Oh, and a zook.
So what are you looking at on the computer, Joe? Browsing problematic subreddits, I see.
What? What's so problematic about them? You know, I'm Joe Biden. I don't even know the meaning of problematic.
Oh yeah, we all know. Jesus Christ, you smell like socks, by the way.
That's right. I smell like freshly laundered socks. That's my old man smell. It's one of the many layers of my particular old man smell. And I have many, many layers of smell. For you see, over the years I have smelled many young women, sometimes boys too, and I absorb their smell into my own, until at last I am the universal singularity of all smells. All the smells known in the possible universe will be embodied inside my wrinkling, decrepit body. I'm already having to make room within my brain to house the information for all of these smells. That's why people say my mind is going, because it is. I'm getting rid of parts of my mind to store the metaphysical information required to reproduce any smell. I am the smell singularity. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but I'm loving your energy, Joe. Grab him by the sniff. That's right. Grab him by the sniffy. I love when it's just you and me hanging out, Joe. We can practice me calling you names in the debates. We can practice the whole election. Let's see, I've got Crazy Uncle Joe, Slow Joe, let's see, I've got to do something with sex crimes. Let's see, I'm thinking something along the lines of Joeman hands or Joeman fingers. Roman Joe Biden, maybe? Let's see, what else? How about Joe Bidet? Because all you're really good for is washing poop out of my butt. You know what, I'll workshop it. Got a lot of time between now and the debates. In fact, we might not even have any. Folks, we might not even have an election. If that's what it comes to, we won't have an election. We've got to do whatever we have to. The economy, we're sending you back to work, that's for absolutely sure. But the election, we can hold off on that. But, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1,000 years, who knows? Who knows how long it's going to take to fix the ravages of the Chinese virus. Chinese flu, the Kung flu, if you will. The Ching Chong Ping Pong virus. How long is it going to take to truly contain it? I don't know. But I'm willing to be president for as long as it takes. You're welcome, America.
What I need to do is be like Batman in Superman Red Son. That's the dream I'm having right now. I'm dreaming that I am playing the part of Batman in Superman Red Son, which is kind of funny because Superman is to the left of Batman. Like, Batman's kind of like one of the like Polish solidarity piece of shit reactionary guys. I would like to be the Superman from Superman Red Son, but you know what? If you pick Donald Trump as your Ubermensch, or Joe Biden as, what the fuck ever, I have no choice but to be the Batman-esque insurgent. I put on a nice sweater. See, I'm thinking about Trump. Thinking about what's the strategy against Trump? I still gotta keep cultivating a Trump strategy.
Oh, what's that, Bernie? I'm taking up free real estate in your head. Looks like I ruffled your feathers. TDS, am I right, folks?
I'm literally trying to run against you for president.
TDS. It's like these Democrats have such Trump derangement syndrome that they're trying to, and get this, folks, run against me for president. Can you believe that? It's absolutely unbelievable. The nerve of these TDS Democrats.
Cupcakes, vegetables, hot dogs. Yeah, this will be our debates. This will be our debates, Donald. I'm the healthy fruits and vegetables guy. You're the cupcakes and hot dogs guy.
Okay, suit yourself. You do realize you're running for the President of the United States of America, right? Not the president of, I don't know, Hokkaido or president of Malta. People don't want this healthy fruits and vegetables European crap in this country, Bernie. That's why you'll never be as powerful and economic populist as me. I am eclipsing you, Bernie, do you understand? You thought it was the Democrats who were gonna half-heartedly steal and pervert your platform ideas? No. Turns out it's gonna be me. Bet you thought I was the fool, didn't you? Bet you thought I was real stupid, huh? Shut up, Bernie. Just shut your goddamn mouth. Shut up your goddamn New York mouth. That's right. I'm from New York. I'm an icon of New York. But I think we all know what I mean when I say Bernie Sanders' New York mouth, don't we, folks?
My God. He has to be stopped. I've got, you know what, I've got a new wind. Got a second wind. So I'm gonna just grab my popcorn, get online and start doing the live streams and the social media content that I know is gonna fire up my base. Let them know that I am still in this to win it. We cannot give ourselves over to Donald Trump's Nazbol version of economic populism. We can't be hoodwinked. Maybe it's time for me to realize that my job isn't to be the successor of FDR and to save capitalism from itself, but to save America itself from capitalism. I'm just gonna sit here and read some Kropotkin to recenter myself. On further left, that's where I'm recentering myself. Reading some Kropotkin and some Marx to recenter the Overton window where it needs to be.
I'm just over here vibing. Because I'm by myself. I'm self-isolating, I'm social distancing. Oh, you're social distancing? Me too. Let me come over and get right in your face. Tell you all about how I'm social distancing. You're kind of spitting on me a little bit there, Donald. Sorry, I can't help it. I'm pushing 80. I'm starting to get old guy mouth. Just can't say anything without spittle flying everywhere.
Just brooding here. I'm just brooding here in the darkened hallway. I guess I'm turning out to be the Batman of this election after all. I'm just brooding in this dark hallway. Waiting for my enemies to slip up so that I can pounce. And now I'm on the Bat computer. Or should I say the Burn computer? I'll be like Batman, except instead of bat this and bat that, it'll be burn this and burn that. So it'll be the Burn mobile, and the Burn computer, and the Burn cave, and the Burn cycle, and the Burn wing, and Alfred Bernieworth, I think is how that's gonna work. I won't have a butler because that is extravagant. Alfred Bernieworth will simply be a sensibly paid intern to help me collate my pages and pages, reams and reams of employment and economic statistics. Now, as for a Robin, or a Robern, we might say, I think I'm gonna just keep Nina Turner in that role. I think people want to see black girl magic in a sidekick. These are the kind of progressive, respectable views on African Americans that I'm sure are helping to endear me to that demographic, that very necessary demographic, more and more.
Oh.
That's right, I love playing that game because there's nobody better at dodging stuff than Joe Biden. That's right. I'm the champ, undisputed champion. You want to talk about a Teflon candidate? Ronald Reagan wishes he was. Ronald Reagan only chose to be in Teflon. I was born in it.
I didn't invite either of you to my one-man NWA Public Enemy dance party. Okay, so both of you just fuck off. Nope, time for me to practice my comedy. Let's see, hey. You know what, I don't actually have any comedy material. I'm mostly just up here to yell at hecklers. Do I have any hecklers? Get off, you suck. Now listen here, fat. Why don't you just vote for another comedian? And I'm just walking away in the middle of my set, because that's what I do. I think that the reason that Biden doesn't want to do any more debates with me is because he's just too rattled by questions from people. Especially when people are other Democrats or liberals or people that would normally be sympathetic to him. Those are the questions he hates the most, is the questions from those kinds of people. That's why he doesn't want to debate me anymore. Yeah, you pretty much nailed it, Bernie, like always. Wow, 40 years of just always being right, and what do you have to show for it? One of the most successful records of passing progressive amendments to bills of anyone in either body of Congress. Yeah, well, post offices, fuck you. I don't mean, and when I say fuck you, I mean I'm gonna get my fingers like really up in there. I'm gonna get my fingers so deep inside you, Bernie, you'll have to go to the bathroom and shit them out. Wow. I'm peacing out. Wow, Joe, you are so alpha. That's right, Chad Joe Biden versus Virgin Bernie. And then in the primary, we're gonna flip it, Chad Trump versus Virgin Joe Biden. You're gonna go from Virgin to Chad in no time flat, Joe. Or should I say, crazy Joe Biden? All I have to do is get my supporters to wear red hats, just switch from the Make America Great hats to red hats that just say crazy Joe Biden. And put up the lawn signs that say crazy Joe Biden. We won't even have to have any Trump lawn signs. All I have to do is that. And you're done. You understand, Joe? You're done. You're the opposite of what Sun Tzu said. Sun Tzu said, first you win and then you go to war. Well, you're doing the opposite. You're losing first and then you're going to war against me. Wow, that was an amazingly penetrating moment of clarity, and it's slipping away from me, and it's gone. Kofifi pee pee.
China Ching Chong Ping Pong virus. Yep, I'm back to normal.
Alright, so I'm back into the Minority Report holographic booth trying to solve this pre-crime. The pre-crime in question is going to be the re-election of Donald Trump, trying to solve it. Alright, so let's see. The jellyfish represent the DNC, the frogs represent the Pepes that support Trump. The crab stands for cancer. I think the crab stands for cancer. And, see, what is it? The cancer on the asshole of America is corporate PAC money, of course. And we gotta excise that cancer. Let's see, so the trophies, what does the trophy represent? The trophy, it's a goblet, it's a chalice, it's chalice, callous. Callous is the way that the bipartisan consensus is responding to the coronavirus pandemic. And then there's also some aliens and dinosaurs just because they're cool. But I'm no closer to solving the pre-crime of Donald Trump being elected and re-elected in 2020. I've got to get to the bottom of this. See, the moon. I'll get the moon here. What does the moon represent? The moon. Hopefully it represents something good, because so far only the rose represents my democratic socialist supporters, and they're vastly outnumbered by all this other shit here. What if the crab represents the cancer that must be excised from the American political imagination, and that is Joe Biden, but even he is only a symbol. He represents incrementalism, corruption, stagnation. Those are represented by Joe Biden, and Joe Biden is represented by the crab that also represents cancer, because that's what Joe Biden is, a cancer on the ass, mouth, eyes, heart, kidneys, lungs of America.
Listen here, Jack, I'm not cancer. You can't just sit there and call me cancer. I think I'm an Aquarius. I am going to become the presidential candidate. That's right, this 2020 general election's going to be predator versus predator. Take your pick, folks, because Bernie's not going to go third party. He's not going to have the balls to do that. He's not going to have the balls to bring together the Greens and the Democratic Socialists and the Independents and even the Trump voters that could all band together into a winning electoral coalition. He's going to endorse me. Just you watch.
No, must resist urge to want Democrats to like me and not besmirch my public image. Must resist urge to endorse Biden if he wins the primary. Not sure if I'm strong enough.
Give it.
Panda. Snursh, Walla Pepso.
That's right, Bernie, you're too chicken. You're too chicken. You're going to do exactly what you did in 2016. And you're going to endorse the centrist neoliberal piece of shit who gets the nomination. Aren't you? Aren't you?
No, I won't do it. Not again this year. I won't do it. I'll just have to risk my committee assignments in Congress. Although it's going to be really hard to get reelected if I do that. Do I dare fall on my own sword? To not endorse a rapist in the general election? I don't know, we'll have to see. Playing video games do not cure the coronavirus, but they are a great way to pass the time while you are under quarantine, and while I am fighting to get you rent relief and an emergency UBI that hopefully stays in place as a permanent UBI. All of which are measures that are getting shot down by both Republicans and Democrats, while they give away $1.5 trillion to people who are already holding a lot of capital and who are going to use that money to buy up deflated assets and then artificially hyperinflate them once the epidemic is over. That's basically what is going to happen with all that money in that bill that I had to vote for, because for fuck's sake, it was the only way to get people the $1,200 checks that they desperately need. But attached to that is going to be a big giveaway to the people who already own most of the capital in America, and they're going to use taxpayer money to buy up assets that have been deflated in price because of the pandemic. They're going to buy low, and then before you know it, those assets are going to be high again, and they're going to make out like bandits, and no one's going to do anything about it except me yelling about it and being ignored by the reactionaries, let's be honest, in both parties.
What were you talking about me burning? My ears were burning. You're nothing to me. What kind of burgers are these? I think these are like turkey burgers, but someone's chopped up onions and bell peppers and put them inside, but they didn't sweat out the bell peppers in a saucepan first, and so all these vegetables inside the burger are gonna release their moisture while they're grilling and steam the meat from the inside and make it unpalatable. It's a common mistake people make when they're putting together gross burgers made out of turkey and vegetables, instead of just using fucking ground chuck like a goddamn red-blooded American. Folks, these countries across the border, they're sending their worst. They're sending their vegetarians and their vegans and the people who are trying to replace the perfectly possible beef burgers at Burger King with these impossible burger abominations. They're not sending their best, folks.
I don't know, I enjoy a nice, sensible turkey burger. Instead of just not having a burger and eating a salad, I enjoy eating a dry, flavorless facsimile of the thing that I really wanted to be eating. So, a Sanders administration would mean a turkey burger on every grill. And a chicken in every pot, so you can make boiled chicken to feed to your children for the rest of the week. Oh, and also bananas. Everyone gets bananas. If you like your bananas a little bit on the green side, you can get those. If you like your bananas a little spotty, you can get those. Anyway, I need to take a shit out here on the patio. This is the nice place to take a shit, so both of you just kind of fuck off, please. Yes, thank you. Yeah, okay, good. This is me. This is me time. This is my moment in time right now. I deserve to have nice things every now and then, too. Whether it's a second house or a campsite. Why don't I get to have nice things? What, I can't advocate for a little more equality and a social safety net without having nice things? Is that what people are saying about me? You know what? I say fuck the haters. That's right, I'm a millionaire socialist. I got the fat stacks. You know what that means? There can be millionaires under fucking socialism. Hello. How about I paint that picture for you with my life leading by example? Hey Bernie, I love how you're just walking around the house yelling. It makes it really easy to pick up a conversation with you because I can hear what's been going on in the conversation from several rooms away. And so it makes it much easier to just jump right in whenever you finally arrive in the room that I'm in, still yelling about whatever, about economic justice and helping the American people and all that bullcrap. I have to say, for gross turkey burgers, I really cooked them well. They're over there sparkling. Scrubbed them down with some lemmy shine. Keep the coronavirus away. That's what gives giving the burgers, the turkey burgers, this nice lemony, soapy flavor. And also keeping us safe from infection. You're welcome to the Halfway White House and to the rest of America for the pro tip. You're welcome. I'm pooped and pissed, so I'm hitting the sack. I'm over here playing my favorite game, Dodge. Oh man, knocked that one out of the park. Really got to third base with that one, you know what I mean? Whoa, look at me dodge. It's the one thing that I'm best at more than anything else.
Whoa! Ninja!
I'm good at dodging stuff. I'm good at going around treating people who are probably going to vote for me, who I meet in person, treating them like I treated Anita Hill. People are so scared of Trump, they're just letting me get away with it. The media just lets me do whatever I want. The media, yeah, when you're Joe Biden, the media just lets you do whatever you want. You can grab them by the pussy, they just let you do it.
Whoa! Yo! Ninja!
Well, I'm disgusted with myself and this character and America in general and just the general state of humanity, and so I think that's enough for this week. Join us next week for another exciting and nauseating installment of Halfway White House.
You're nothing to me. Hey, listen here, fat. I thought you liked me. Hey there, Jack. You vote for someone else. I thought you liked me. You're nothing to me. Go vote for Trump. I hate everyone and everything. I'm Joe Biden. You better vote for me, 'cause I am not Trump. Biden, 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 Biden. You're nothing to